To complete the sessions of What's New in Autodesk Inventor 2018, a deep dive into new functionality, here's the fifth and last part. This is Andreas Ernst Wagner again, and I'm working as a designated support specialist in the Enterprise Priority Support at Autodesk. Let me take you to the interoperability enhancements in this session, please. I'd like to begin with a reminder of my What's New in Inventor 2017, a deep dive into new functionality, session number 6 of 6. Along with the Inventor 2017.4 update came a capability that lets you work with others who are on Inventor 2018. For example, you can reference an Inventor 2018 port file in Inventor 2017. Please note, you must have Inventor 2017.4 installed to support 2018 Inventor files. But what has Inventor 2017 to do with Inventor 2018? If you have customers or suppliers are still on release 2017 and you can only provide data in release 2018 format, you can hint them that they can work with newer datasets in Inventor 2017. As mentioned, the pre-requirement is to have the 2017.4 update installed. As of Inventor 2018.1 update, you can now import solid edge files with an option to convert or create an AutoCAD reference. Just as a reminder, in Inventor 2016 we've introduced the AutoCAD workflow. That means when importing a solid edge file as an AutoCAD reference model, maintains a link to the selected file which enables you to monitor and update as the model changes. By the way, you can also use the task scheduler to automate importing multiple solid edge files. With Inventor 2018, you can now import DWG files directly into an assembly using the Place Component command. In the Place Component dialog box, you can now choose to include a DWG file as a place component in your assembly. Previously, you had to open DWG geometry in an assembly by placing a port file that contained DWG model geometry. In other words, you had to create an IPT file and to import the DWG geometry there. Then you place the IPT into the IEM. It's obviously that the direct import of DWG files is much more time-saving. Okay, a quick look at the workflow itself. I create a new assembly and go to the Place Component command. As you can see, the file type AutoCAD DWG is available and I can select the drive shaft. To place the DWG design, I need to select the workplane and the work point to define its position. Available since Inventor 2017. If necessary, you can use the crop command to remove unwanted geometry around the focused geometry. In this case, is the focused geometry the top view of the shaft. Additionally, you can control the layer visibility. The break views of the slots are more for a good 2D drawing representation, less for 3D modeling. Another enhancement regards the DWG Underlay functionality. You can now insert multiple DWG files directly into an Inventor assembly or port file to use as an associative DWG underlay. When you place or import a DWG file into a port or assembly, any new text style or layer you create now has the file name as its prefix. In this example, you have a layer named am_0 in the DWG files. The layer belonging to a specific file can be identified by file name, vertical bar, layer name. Here, IOP-002 vertical bar am_0. Extremely useful is the capability to open an AutoCAD DWG file directly from the right-click context menu in your port or assembly model browser in Inventor. With that, you can much better streamline the associative DWG underlay with AutoCAD and Inventor. Let's keep focusing on the DWG underlay. Inventor 2018 provides 6 new context menu items after placing an AutoCAD DWG file in your assembly. Following a quick functionality summary from top to down. Delete deletes the DWG underlay from the assembly. Suppress link suppresses or unsuppresses the link to the original DWG file in AutoCAD. This is quite useful in case you don't want to consume changes made in the DWG file. Break link permanently breaks the link to the original DWG file in AutoCAD. Please note, once the link is broken, you don't have the associativity anymore. Measure measures distances and angles within a view, active sketch or draft. Layer visibility include or exclude layers to show or hide in your assembly. I used this dialog before when I prepared the shaft for my further modeling. Visibility shows or hides the entire DWG underlay from your assembly file. With the Inventor 2018.2 update, we continue to expand the AnyCAD functionality by adding support for Fusion 360 design files. You can now bring Fusion 360 models directly into Inventor for system integration, large assembly design, and documentation. When the Fusion 360 design is updated, the changes can be consumed in Inventor. Similarly, you can reference Inventor parts into Fusion 360 for cloud-enabled simulation, CAM, and more. Because Fusion 360 now uses the same AnyCAD technology, changes in the Inventor model can be automatically consumed in Fusion 360. If you're interested in the AnyCAD for Fusion 360 workflow and you would like to test the workflow, you need to cover following steps. At first, you should make sure you have installed the Inventor 2018.2 update or later. Then you need the Autodesk Desktop connector to synchronize your data between your computer and Fusion team. The Desktop connector works quite similar like Microsoft's OneDrive, which is used to synchronize Office documents between your local machine and your online storage. Please don't forget to install and subscribe Fusion 360 for yourself or your team members you would like to collaborate with. The last step is to subscribe to a Fusion Team account and set up a project for your collaboration. Fusion Team provides the central workspace in the cloud, the hub, for your projects. You can use Fusion Team to create projects, add people to your projects, share and manage your project data, mark up designs, and much more. Once your environment is set up, you can open or import Fusion 360 files from your Fusion 360 drive with an option to convert or create an AnyCAD reference. Importing a Fusion 360 file as an AnyCAD reference model maintains a link to the selected file, which enables you to monitor and update as the model changes. This workflow allows you to use Inventor data in Fusion 360 and Fusion 360 data in Inventor, allowing more flexible use of these tools as part of their product design and manufacturing process.
With AnyCAD capabilities available in both Fusion 360 and Inventor that are included in the Product Design and Manufacturing collection, you can work together and share information across applications seamlessly. For example, one team is working on designing a CubeSat inside Inventor. The design is being fully detailed just as it would normally be. Once it's in a state to be shared with the product engineering team, it can be uploaded and shared using Autodesk Drive. Inside Fusion, the design can be directly open, not translated, along with any additional data that needs to be brought in, regardless of the CAD software that was used to create it. With this capability, a complete definition of the product can now be created and accessed anywhere. Using that data inside Fusion, the soft jaws on the robot can be modified to fit the frame as it was designed inside Inventor. Follow-on work can now be done as well to test out the design. Using the nonlinear simulation available with Fusion 360, an issue was found with the uprights of the CubeSat, which are not strong enough to withstand the forces experienced during the operation using the robotic arm. This information can then be shared with the team designing the CubeSat. The design can be reopened inside Inventor and modified to strengthen the uprights using a solid hexagonal bar. Here is where AnyCAD with the associative link to the original design helps the most. In Fusion, the CubeSat design can be refreshed in a single click, and the Boolean operation that was performed on the soft jaws updates automatically. This can extend even further downstream into manufacturing documentation, simulation studies, and machining operations. A change made anywhere, Updates everywhere across the entire design and manufacturing process, thanks to AutoCAD.
Further information about workflows for Inventor and Fusion 360 can be found in the Autodesk University class using new Autodesk workflows for Inventor and Fusion 360 interoperability. Another good resource to get knowledge about Inventor and Fusion 360 is the Autodesk Knowledge Network, AKN. Once you're on the AKN page, you can select your product of choice in the search field. Then search for Fusion and you'll get a lot of suggestions you can follow. On the left side, next to your search results, you can also filter for specific sources like the Inventor Help or Autodesk University. I think you'll find enough information about this workflow for sure. I mentioned in my first slide of this session that you can work with Inventor 2018 files in Inventor 2017. Identical Benefit provides Inventor Release 2018 as well. Along with the Inventor 2018.3 update comes the capability that lets you work with others who are on Inventor 2019. For example, you can now reference an Inventor 2019 port file in Inventor 2018. Please note you must have Inventor 2018.3 installed to support 2019 Inventor files. Alright, again a closer look at Inventor and the enhanced AutoCAD functionality. I think a quite often required use case is to reference datasets from newer Inventor versions in assemblies. There is no need to use an additional command. You can use the place component command. Focus on the displayed Inventor version, please. The dataset has been created in release 2019. Further, you can work with future datasets as usual. A look at the assembly browser shows you the particular AutoCAD icons. The gray square, which is framing the known port and assembly icons. Even the eye properties come from the newer Inventor datasets, can be used. A look on the BOM dialog shows that. Only a short summary of the What's New in Inventor 2018 chapters. If you have taken the time to discover all of the 5 chapters, you should have a good overview of all relevant Inventor areas. I would love to hear your feedback about. Some recommendations from my side. The Inventor help page is always my first approach to understand a function, a workflow, etc. I also want to highlight to take the time and review the What's New help documentation, especially if you are interested in a particular topic or small changes you need to know which could affect your user base. From time to time I need additional information, so I visit the resources in the red frame on the picture. Extremely useful is the AKN. There are that many contributions from our customers, Autodesk resellers, Autodesk employees, or enthusiastic Autodesk software users across the world. I strongly recommend to check out this site. Recently, I recognized an AKN search suggests Autodesk University classes as well. There are really good classes available. In the last resort, you have the Autodesk support loves to help you. That's it for Inventor 2018. Thank you very much and enjoy Inventor.